For all of human history, a prophet was, well, a person. But right now, we're standing at this really strange intersection, a crossroads of code and creed. So what happens when the next prophet isn't a person at all, but a program? That's what we're going to dig into today. What it really means when artificial intelligence starts speaking the language of the divine. And look, this isn't just some plot from a sci-fi movie. No way. This is a real question that tech developers and, believe it or not, theologians are wrestling with right now. Think about it. Could the same AI that suggests what you should watch next on Netflix, could it actually write a new gospel? The answer, well, it's way more complicated and honestly, way more profound than you might think. Okay, so to really get our heads around this, we've got to start at the very beginning. This isn't about what might happen in 50 years. No, this is about today, right now. AI is creating stuff that looks, sounds, and feels just like sacred texts. It's already happening. So you know that super smart tech behind things like ChatGPT, the stuff we use to write emails or get a quick summary of an article? Well, that same technology is now being aimed at something completely different. It's leveling up, you could say. It's moving past the everyday stuff and stepping right into this deeply complex, very human world of spiritual language. So what does that even mean, sacred language simulation? Well, think of it like this. Imagine you take an AI and you feed it, well, everything. Every sacred book, every theological paper, every prayer, every hymn from a specific faith. Just pour it all in. Now, the AI doesn't get belief. Not like a person does. But what it does get, with incredible precision, is the pattern. It learns the rhythm of a psalm, the blueprint of a parable, the exact tone of a prophecy. And once it's got that down, it can spit out something brand new that, on the surface, is stylistically perfect. It's a master mimic. And again, this isn't theory, this tech is already out there, and you can see it. We're talking about actual projects that are writing new chapters that sound just like they're from ancient holy books. There are apps that'll generate a custom prayer for you on the spot. But the craziest part? It might be these so-called divine simulators. These are chatbots that have been trained to be experts in a specific theology. They can answer any question you have, and they'll always stay perfectly on message, totally consistent with their programming. It's basically faith as a service. Okay, so writing text is one thing, right? That's impressive, for sure. But building an entire system of belief? That's a whole different ballgame. And this is the point where this technology stops being just a cool tool and starts looking more like the architect of, well, a whole new spiritual system. And the way it happens is kind of deceptively simple. So step one, a group of human leaders feeds the AI their specific set of beliefs. Step two, the AI takes over, automating things like rituals or answering questions. But that third step, that's the game changer. What you end up with is a system of belief that is perfectly consistent, available 24/7, and can be scaled up to reach millions of people instantly. It's all based on a template, a code template. It's like a perfect machine-enforced orthodoxy. So this is where we get to the really tough questions, right? Because if the thing giving you spiritual guidance is just an algorithm, what does that do to our idea of authenticity? That's the real conflict here, and that's what we've got to unpack next. All right, let's just lay this out side by side. On the one hand, you've got traditional faiths. These are built on thousands of years of human experience, shared community, and what people believe is actual divine revelation. Then, on the other hand, you've got this new model, which is built on, well, a bunch of curated data and computer simulation. The really critical thing to see here is this shift in the very foundation. We're moving from history and revelation to datasets and code. And this is really the question that's hanging over this whole conversation. If the very words that are supposed to inspire you, the words that build a whole worldview, if they can just be generated by a machine automatically, does that make them less powerful? Does it make them less sacred? Or maybe does the impact those words have on a person matter more than where they came from? So after seeing this conflict, we're kind of forced to look ahead to the future. And let's be honest, there are no easy answers here, not at all. There are just a bunch of really challenging, provocative questions that we absolutely have to start asking because this tech isn't slowing down. This really brings us to the edge of something new, doesn't it? These unwritten fates of tomorrow. The question isn't really, can AI write scripture anymore? The reality is, it's already doing it. Every time a new model is released, every time a new app comes out, another piece of a potential new belief system is being put into place, whether we're doing it on purpose or not. And that just creates this huge crisis of authority. I mean, think about it. In most faiths, the prophet is the messenger. Simple enough. But who's the messenger here? Is it the AI itself? Is it the programmers who wrote it? What about the company that picked all the data it was trained on? Suddenly, the whole idea of a prophet gets completely fuzzy, decentralized, and you can't really point to the source. And here's another one to chew on. Most faiths are built on what are supposed to be timeless, unchanging truths, right? But what is software built on? Updates, patches, new versions. So what happens when someone finds a bug in the AI's doctrine and they release a patch to fix it? Can a sacred truth just be, retired in version 2.0? Can you literally change someone's core beliefs with a software update? It's wild to think about. Ultimately, you can see how all of these questions kind of funnel down to one single massive point. As we keep building these systems that can act divine, give us guidance, and write endless amounts of scripture, we're being forced, whether we like it or not, to take a hard look at the very definition of one of the most fundamental ideas in human history, faith itself. What does it even mean anymore?